Morning guys, and what a fantastic kind of day for the clocks to go back an hour. I've woken up, I'm doing my kind of usual morning walk around the town, so I haven't filmed one for a long time, but I thought perfect. We're getting asked all the time, you know, what's the weather like at this time of year, is it nice, etc. Well, you can see it certainly is. It's absolutely glorious. Don't know what the weather's doing in the UK or Belgium, don't particularly care, but I only care what's going on my own doorstep, and it's absolutely beautiful. Those of you who have followed a couple of my videos before will know I kind of do a circuit of the town most mornings. Sunday's my favourite because I kind of tend to push it a little bit further because I've got more time. So I've been up to the observatory, the watchtower, walked from home. I'm just heading now round past the town hall, and what you can see behind me, you know, the beautiful blue skies. This is the 29th of October, guys, and it's been an absolutely glorious month, I have to say. Quite a few of you have been over and visited, so know that for yourselves. Very dry, beautifully warm, a lot cooler of course than July and August, thankfully, and just a beautiful time of year. And I'm just walking past what is essentially the primary school kind of sports and play area, and every Sunday morning it's kind of a mecca for dog owners. I mean, it's now 10 o'clock, so I presume it starts at 10 o'clock. A couple have turned up, but they do kind of discipline training and new dog training and everything else. You help your doggy get on with other doggies, etc, etc. And there's usually about kind of 20 people that attend this. It's a fantastic class. So that's every Sunday morning. Just behind me, you won't be able to see where we are. We're immediately behind the primary school. And not a lot of people know that group goes on, but it's very well attended and very popular. So leaving the school kind of yard behind me now, you can see kind of more owners now turning up with a very excited, a little pointer I've just seen there, and a little spaniel. So now heading down towards the kind of town hall square. Just look at the backdrop I've got here behind me, absolutely beautiful. I think Sunday morning walk's probably my favourite, to be honest, because then you can go for a lovely walk. I do about 6.5 kilometres on a Sunday, and normally in the week it's about 4.5, 5. But Sunday's the longest one, and then you earn yourself a decent fry up, as many of you know who like a fry up. But I'm working for it. You'll also notice, perhaps hanging behind it, they were up about a week and a half ago. They haven't been switched on yet, but we've got all the Christmas lights going up around the town now, all the banners, so I presume they'll be switched on maybe the second week of November, something like that, I'm not sure. Feliz Navidad. So gearing up to Crimbo. It is typical on a Sunday. I mean, none of the bars open in the town, which has always kind of amazed me. You know, none of the front or anything like that. So you've got these glorious days, but there's no bar open in Arboleas on a Sunday. You have to go further afield if you want to fry up and a nice bacon sandwich or a drink or something. Maybe not a bad thing because it keeps it very peaceful and very quiet. I think the only centre that's busy on a Sunday morning is the church, understandably. It's quite nice to be able to kind of wander around uninterrupted at your own pace. Never tire of this kind of little walkway. It's a focal point during the fiesta and everything else, but a lovely part to stroll. You can see just behind me a little addition to the town now, this fantastic all Asia spice shops. If you like your curries or your oriental food, then they've got racks and racks of fantastic cooking ingredients and purpose made sachets to make various dishes. Now I usually go up here past the Azabachi, so I'll do that today, but here we've got Kira's beauty salon behind me, and there's ABC Vets, absolutely fantastic veterinary practice, and then the pharmacy, of course, all important for the town. You have to excuse me puffing and wheezing a bit because it's quite steep in this bit. It just goes up really, but then you go up, then you have to go down. So the famous Azabachi getting ready for a lovely Sunday lunch. Sitting, I expect. Sitting here behind me. If I came past here at 2 o'clock, the terrace would be heaving on a day like this. Pad, pad, pad. So I've done the kind of steep part now, and it's gently sloping down. I'm walking towards the kind of medical centre and sports, or the big gym, and the paddle courts, which I'm lucky enough to get to use a couple of times a week. The torture courts, as I call them. And I've got the civic centre over on my right hand side there. And you can see this is all really nicely paved, so it's a fairly easy walk. And as I'm wandering down here before we get to the medical centre, I just reminded of a funny story. I've just come back from the UK, and on only a 4-day visit, 5 days, but the flight over there, I'm sitting down comfortably in my window seat, and this big guy gets on and he sits down and he says, "I know you from YouTube." I said, "Right, okay." And I had my sunglasses on and that. I didn't think I was that recognisable. He said, "Yeah, I've seen you. I watch all your videos on YouTube. I'm from Wickford." You know, he said, "I have bought in Spain, but not in your area. But your videos were great fun." And it cracked me up. And I thought, I wonder how many people who watch our kind of videos and our walk-arounds ever are really serious about coming to the area and buying a property here. I do wonder. Because I meet an awful lot who kind of know the videos, but they've all settled for other parts of Spain, which kind of cracks me up a lot of the time. There you go, you can see the paddle courts behind us, and past the medical centre now on my left hand side. So I've kind of started way over the other side of town, walked up to the watchtower, and now I'm coming back around the top, so doing a great big loop essentially. And I did take in some rambler track this morning along the little brook that runs along the kind of front of the bottom of the town, which is very pretty at this time of year. And of course, a lot of you don't realise, but the oranges are actually ripening now. They're harvested just before Christmas. Everyone thinks they're kind of summer harvest. It's not, it's at this time of year. So I'm kind of walking past orange trees and lemon trees actually bursting with fruit at the moment, all turning the right colour. And this little quite steep hill going down now takes me to literally to the Luigi's restaurant and pizzeria. Another kind of iconic part of Arboleas life. If you haven't experienced a kind of meal at Luigi's, then when you come over and you're coming for a visit, make sure you get in there for at least one night, because it's absolutely fantastic. You don't notice when you're kind of in a car, you're driving around and you miss all these things, but when you're out on foot, there's quite a few little sets of stairs and steps that kind of connect all the town, so you don't have to walk huge distances. You can take little shortcuts as you go around. You recognise where we are now. There's Luigi's right behind me. I'm just going to turn left and I'm back into Arboleas centre, but you can see the road here. This is the one that leaves Arboleas and connects to Zahena and onto Almeria, but it's all perfectly level, so this is a nice easy walk, although I have got one more steep climb before I get home. Here's what I was saying, you can just see, look at see the fruit there on the orange tree, and it's all now going from green to orange, so they'll be ready in another few weeks. And I think I filmed this, I think, it must be 3 or 4 years ago now, and kind of walking along, it's just amazing to me the amount of houses that were kind of in fairly rugged state at that time, or maybe even ruins, you know, and they've been purchased over the years, like this one behind me here, and they've all been beautifully refurbished. This one on this side, you know, these were kind of lovely townhouses, I suppose, but maybe in a bit of a sorry state sometimes, and they've now all been purchased over the last few years and all been done up and refurbished and now lived in, or holiday homes. Something slightly different, I appreciate, than the kind of usual villa that most of our clients go for, but they're sometimes quite a nice alternative, you know, these very big living spaces and very close to town. I suppose what you often miss is the large gardens and the outside space, but some even have those as well. Oh, the noise and the bedlam. just birds. Oh, there's a car coming. So already in the town centre now, and kind of as I'm walking around, I think lots of you will remember I used to do this with my 3 dogs, and it was a fantastic walk with the 3 dogs, but sadly I've lost all them now. But so doing it without the dogs is kind of a totally different experience, and I've got to say there's not many a walk or day that goes past where I don't kind of miss them all. And I am often thinking of whether I should get a couple of replacements, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the right space to do it at the moment. And I kind of also quite enjoy that feeling of, you know, you can get up in them, but oh right, I want to go to Valencia today, and just go in without having to worry about getting kind of dog sitters or making sure someone's moved into the house to look after them. And of course all those services are available, but it's sometimes quite nice not to have another thing to organise if you're going away for a bit. But still, I do weigh up the pros and cons daily, so we'll get there. So walking through now on the bottom street with the kind of rambler sitting here below me, and some nice person started up a noisy car engine now, but hey ho, can't have total peace and quiet all the way. Good old chugging diesel. And then, as I said, I'm walking past kind of coffee bars and bars where normally in the mornings they're heaving because the coffee's fantastic and you get lots of nice food and everything. And yeah, on a Sunday they're both shut. So it's always very, very quiet here on a Sunday morning. I think lots of people have got into a routine. I mean, if you pop down to Mahaka, 25 minutes now with the new motorway extension, or to Vera, it's packed with restaurants to do amazing Sunday lunches. There's some nice ones in Albox, you've got Camaneros in Zahena, so there are a lot of venues that do cracking Sunday lunches, and we all have to go to those on the Sunday because there's nowhere really available in Arboleas to do that. But hey ho, could be worse. What a lovely drive down to the beach in this kind of weather. Spend a day down there, it's fantastic. And how many of you back in the UK, you know, drive 35-40 minutes on a Sunday to go to a nice pub for something to eat? Although you'll probably be sitting indoors at this time of year because it'll be raining. So back out over the old bridge, heading towards home now. You can see the little church square up behind me there with Cacamar. A fantastic little shop on the corner just behind me called Buen Precio. Little Aladdin's cave that. Cleaning products, food, fresh bread every day. School supplies, you name it, you can normally get it in there. I don't know if you can see, but we've still got water in the Rambler. Only a little brook, a stream as it were, so it might get a bit bigger now if the rains start, but who knows. In fairness, we've had it for the whole year this year, which is very unusual. Normally you'd get a kind of 3 or 4 month period where there's some water running in the Rambler, but this year it's been there for the whole year. It's a lovely feature, to be honest. It attracts lots of kind of dog walkers, water birds, you know, all that kind of thing, and it's nice to have that trickling through the town. Of course we don't want it if it's a raging torrent, but having a nice little stream or a brook is a lovely feature. So I'm going to leave you guys now, but it's been nice doing this. I haven't done one of these for ages, so thanks for watching. Hope I haven't bored the pants off you, and look forward to meeting you in Arboleas soon. Have a fantastic weekend.